Lights, camera, no action. 3 Hawaii-based TV shows were canceled after their first season, and the Diamond Head studio is in disrepair.
Is this a sign of things to come for Hawaii's film industry? That's just one of the stories our partners at Civil Beat are working on, and joining us over Skype is CivilBeat.com reporter Chad Blair. Good morning, Chad.
Good morning, KITV.
So both Mahe and I have been in Last Resort, which got canceled. Let's see, I was in the river, it got canceled, and Off the Map. Well, that's no longer here as well. I don't know. So our film studio business, though, not even doing that well either, it looks like.
Well, you didn't mention Scott Kahn either from Hawaii Five-0.
Well,
bad food.
We don't want to go there.
So we're talking about the studios near Diamond Head and Kapiolani Community College. Some of the buildings don't have electricity or air conditioning. There's mold, there's rats, there's termites, there's ants. They need about $11 million from the state to upgrade the facilities. Unfortunately, the legislature, as always, has a lot of people asking for money, so there's no guarantee that the film studio is going to get the money it needs.
Yeah, I know Donnie Dawson with the film industry is really frustrated, but mold and rats in the Diamond Head studio? Jill and I were acting there. Are we going to get sick?
I can't answer that question. I can tell you the film industry brings in I think about $180 million a year to Hawaii's economy and puts a lot of people in jobs. One would think that would be enough to inspire lawmakers to direct a little more money to the film studio.
You would think so, and it's great PR for Hawaii, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. But now I know gambling, that's also in the legislature. It's every year they bring this up. Is there any hope that things are going to be different this time around?
Well, one lawmaker told me, don't hold your breath. I mean, remember, we're the only state besides Utah that has never legalized gambling. They try and try every year. What might be different this year is the new House Speaker Joe Souki actually favors gambling. Same with Donna Kim, the new Senate president. There are proposals to put a casino in Waikiki. There's a proposal for state lottery as well. We'll see. It might they just end up studying the matter as they often do.
Chad, Civil Beat is also looking at the airline industry and those Boeing workers who might go on strike. Obviously, this would have a huge impact in the islands. How is the state preparing for something like this?
Well, there actually isn't any real plan in place, is what we heard from lawmakers yesterday who are concerned about a possible Boeing strike. There is a labor dispute there. Half of the airplanes that come to Hawaii are Boeing planes. Imagine if there is a strike. Imagine if mechanics aren't working. There aren't apparently enough Boeing planes on the ground to replace those ones that might be grounded. So I can tell you this, though, the Hawaii Tourism Authority and a representative for the airline says, don't worry, things are a little bit exaggerated. Everything will be okay.
Well, I know that there's another bill that's being talked about in the legislature, and I'm trying to think of a delicate way how to ask you this, because I know it's something that it's okay for dogs to do, but probably not for humans, right? Especially out in public.
It's a relief in public, right?
So what is this that they're talking about now?
I believe this is a G-rated program, so I'm going to use the words shishi and poo-poo. There is, in fact, a law in place that prohibits urinating and defecating outdoors in downtown Honolulu. That law is going to expire next year. So Carl Rhodes, whose district includes that area, wants to make that law permanent, and I have an update for you. Yesterday, the poo-poo shishi law did pass unanimously out of committee. It remains alive. As you know, there's a very large homeless population in downtown Honolulu.
You know, some people, Chad, might just poo-poo the bill because how is it enforced? I mean, you know. Anyway, you don't have to answer that question. That might be too many details.
We just really wanted to hear you say that on the air.
Thank you for sparing me. I appreciate it.
All right, Chad Blair, great to see you on this Wednesday, and we'll see you on Monday morning.
Sounds
I'm
good.
sure a lot of interesting stories on Civil Beat at that time.
And you can find the complete stories that we've just discussed on CivilBeat.com. It's now 6:40. We'll be right back.